What up, guys? So today we are trying out the Invigorating Icon nerf. Now, it basically makes her cooldown for banner 2 times as long. I am using Intimidating Aura as well, which is very strong right now. It's a very good perk to have with your banner. Now, your banner really has to be, it has to be very meaningful if you're using Invigorating Icon. You have to make sure when you use that, you're not only winning that fight, but you're healing who needs to be healed, because you might not get another chance at it very often. So with this run, we are jumping into Absolute. This is Fall of Atreus. This is not an easy operation to be trying out in NERF. But I still played quite a bit of Bulwark, and I just had to try it out. So my option for the banner, if you are not my option, but like my opinion for the new banner is to make sure you have a couple options for it. You can drop Invigorating Icon, but I also have banner that can deal damage to nearby enemies, and it also increases the damage my teammates do. So basically, you kind of want to make sure your banner is as impactful as possible. You can no longer just drop Invigorating Icon just to casually heal your teammates. You need to make sure you heal them very, basically in the right moments. Very important times to, heal your teammates. You have to drop it. And what we're watching right here is me failing to do that, because what happened is the Dreadnought is killing enemies that I'm going into for an execution. I knew the stim was here, so I was like, you know what? Hopefully we can just get the tactical to pick up the stim, and I'll just be near him, and I'll drop the banner whenever, whenever he needs it. But the Dreadnought is taking enemies out that I'm going to execute, and it basically accidentally picked up the execution I was saving for the tactical. So now I'm having an awkward time trying to line up this execution with the tactical, and the Dreadnought's just killing things. Like right there was probably a good time to use it. There I go for an attack, which I genuinely thought I was going to be able to, keep that major there for an execution. Holy cow. Trust me, I was actually kind of cracking up at myself for how many times I failed to use the first banner of the game. Don't worry, I make it up. There's actually quite a lot of banner gameplay in this operation. But here it is. Look, I'm going for the banner, I get knocked down. It is absolutely insane how hard I was struggling for this first banner. And none of this has to do anything with the nerf. So there it is, I finally get the banner on the tactical. Now, let's keep an eye on the cooldown throughout this video, because I do follow up this operation with basically trying a build without Invigorating Icon. Now, I'll save my thoughts for that video. Today, let's just, keep an eye on the cooldown here for Invigorating Icon, and let's see exactly how impactful the nerf can be, because I show every banner I have in this operation. We don't have inner fire. There's no sniper here. The heavy might be helping my cooldown, but I'm not sure. It doesn't show me. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. If I'm close to the heavy when he has his shield up or when his shield goes down, I believe it helps speed up ability charge, or ability cooldown, basically. That was one of the perks that actually had a 100-meter radius, and then it wasn't true. It was 10 meters, which makes a lot more sense. And the Dreadnought's a really fun. It's really fun to fight with the Dreadnought in Absolute. That was insanely fun to watch and insanely fun to play. There's just so many enemies. The Dreadnought's taking enemies out. Oh, here's our team perks. I do show that again, but I am using the perk where we can get a armor. Basically, we get an armor piece every 40 seconds or something, I forget. But yes, there's another banner. So I do have a banner for the next encounter. So basically, then I just try to keep on this schedule. Every big encounter needs at least one banner. And that's basically how you will be playing Invigorating Icon without any inner fire or cooldown help, pretty much. Any cooldown support, I guess. Now, this is a pretty funny interaction. We have a heavy, we have a tactical, and a bulwark, and then we have this sorcerer just hanging out over there. And I did drop a banner recently, so if you look at the cooldown, it's actually not too bad. It definitely feels slower. But like honestly, I've been playing with Inner Fire, Vanguard so often that I kind of have a hard time, comparing it to anything. So I definitely need some help from you guys from watching this operation just to keep an eye on this cooldown. That said, when I tried the build without Invigorating Icon, I definitely felt a difference. The cooldown is about, I think somebody said like 2 minutes, and that sounds about right. The thing is, I've been hearing a bunch of people talk about, oh yeah, there we go, there's another look at the team perks. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about the cooldown being bugged or something, so I don't know. I had 2 experiences using Bulwark since the patch, also just got nailed by rockets right there. Here's another moment where I kind of have to look for a perfect banner because I want to heal the heavy. I wasn't even really trying to heal myself too often here. I knew if I needed to, I had the reactive banner to heal myself whenever. But yes, the cooldown for Invigorating Icon, I've been hearing, can be bugged or something. I heard, basically, if you don't have it, you still get the increased cooldown. Now, there's the banner that increases. It is increasing the damage my teammates are doing. I managed to heal both teammates with that, and I was able to heal myself. So that banner was like I needed it in that moment. And it really helps clear out the room because it's also giving my teammates extra damage and it's doing damage itself with Intimidating Aura, which is very fun, very good weapon, very good gear perk, I guess. Definitely try it out for absolute. But okay, yes, I've been hearing some people saying the banner has been bugged, even if you don't have Invigorating Icon, it has a long cooldown, but that has not been my experience. When I was not using Invigorating Icon, my banner definitely felt like I had more options, or I had more moments to drop the banner because the cooldown was ready. But like I still have to keep in mind about an Inner Fire or even Squad Renewal with the Sniper perk when you get headshots. But so far I've dropped a lot of banners in this operation. We almost, like, sometimes some people just, I don't know. That was a weird link up for that banner. But I did manage to heal my heavy there, so that's huge. But yeah, still, I think there's a lot to be said about the nerf. And do I think it was necessary? Not really. Do I think it made Bulwark more interesting to play? Yes. I see a lot more options with your banner now because they also buffed rapid regeneration. The perk that used to make your banner only last 4 seconds, but now it lasts like 8 or 10 seconds, something like that. I know there's also another perk that makes your banner, a little bit longer. That was actually such a painful. I got nailed by that Hellbrute. That was really rough. This Hellbrute fight in general is actually kind of rough because I have no ammo. I have no ammo for this fight. I'm basically going in with just melee, and I have 1 health, and this is where the banner cooldown can become a bit painful. Right here is when I need the banner the most because I want to heal one of my teammates. But I think what happened there, they had a stim that they used, but then immediately got hit, which was rough. Also, I kind of want to talk about the perk that reses your teammates. I no longer think that perk is good with Invigorating Icon. Now, I imagine it's still good in general, and I bet you people can pull it off. But I think if you need your banner to res your teammates, you're probably better off with a quicker cooldown, just because you will have it ready in the need for it. Basically, there was definitely moments here where, like, for example, this Hellbrute fight where I basically had to sit around for the banner. And, I'm practically useless here because I can't just jump into the Hellbrute's face with practically a team heal. Luckily, I do roll into that box to get a stim, so my teammates get the stim. I'm having a hard time gauging the pace of this fight for this banner. What I really want to happen is I want to drop the banner to help finish off this enemy, finish off the Terminus Hellbrute here, because I know I should use the banner on the execution. But I was at 1, which was rough. I thought my heavy was out of ammo as well, because he was rolling around looking for crates and stuff. And yeah, I just thought we were in a tough position. So I was like, you know what? My banner does damage. It'll increase the damage my teammates do. And it also does damage to, like, it does damage itself with Intimidating Aura, as you can see. And honestly, that banner it helped clear that fight there, and it healed me. So that's nice. Now, this banner, I do believe I skipped one encounter with the Dreadnought, but I think it was one of the quick ones. So there, luckily, I was able to drop the banner, and my teammate was able to get a gun strike to heal there. So besides the beginning of the operation, I had some very important banners that I managed to place in the important moments, and Invigorating Icon nerf practically didn't really budge me much. But yes, I no longer think it will be a nice pairing with the res perk with the banner, where it basically, if your teammate is down, you just drop your banner, you pick up your teammate. Normally, what used to happen is you drop the banner, res your teammate, and then they'd res with full contested health. Holy cow, look at me just getting teed up right there. That was rough. This is where I noticed, I was like, oh, okay, Chaos Absolute is on another level, because look at how many majors. There's so many majors, so many disc shamans. How am I even alive? Luckily, I was able to get this. But yeah, I just think with perks that you, like, res perks, you kind of want to make your cooldown just a tad bit faster. And I don't think you need Invigorating Icon. I will get into that. I'll get into that. I don't think you need Invigorating Icon for Absolute anymore, but I do still think it's still strong. And you should still use it. Luckily there I had a Guardian Relic. Holy cow. Because, yeah, Absolute Chaos was just madness. This was super fun, though. This was one of those moments where I was like, dude, how did we make it out of that? How are we still alive? But we still have a lot of the operation to go. Because, yes, Fall of Atreus on Absolute. Luckily, this was my first attempt at it, and I had really good teammates for it. I've been finding great teammates with Absolute. Like, whenever I go into an Absolute match, I've been finding some great teammates. They're always, like, the best in their class at the class, you know what I mean? Like, this heavy puts up a lot of damage. I was honestly dropping some good banners. After watching the footage here, these banners were definitely very powerful. Invigorating Icon and Intimidating Aura is probably how I'd pair it up, just so you can heal your teammates and win the fight. That's pretty much the deal with banner right now. You kind of want it to do multiple things. But with Invigorating Aura, Invigorating Aura. With Invigorating Icon, you just really want to make sure you drop it, you heal your teammates, and then anything extra is just help to clear out the fight, basically. So then you won't need another banner anytime soon. So here, I get hit out of the banner, but I managed to just play it again, so that's good. Holy cow, dude. And then, yes, the heavy that has a mortal wound is now fully healed. This is Absolute. This is Absolute with a nerfed Invigorating Icon, and I think, honestly, I honestly think the nerf was good for the class. That said, if the cooldown is bugged on it for whatever reason, that's going to be rough, and it should be hot fixed or something. Now, that banner was less of a heal banner, sorry. That banner was less of a heal banner and more of a, I need to take out some enemies banner. Because, yeah, there was just a lot of disc shamans. And this was one of the last fights we really needed to win. So I drop it, I heal my teammate a little bit. I think I heal myself a little bit. Now we have a disc shaman here. I just try to melee him. And also, look at the way this disc shaman fight went was pretty funny. That was a pretty slick dodge, but I don't get a perfect dodge window. Look at that, double spear throw. Wait, hold on, was that true? I'm not sure. I'll say I know they. The thing is, they threw the spear multiple times there. I know that for a fact. Maybe they threw a melee attack that I'm mistaking as a spear, but they nerfed that. they disc shamans aren't supposed to do that, and he threw this. I know he threw the spear multiple times at me. That was wild. But luckily, we managed to get to the end of Fall of Atreus on Absolute. Nerfed Invigorating Icon, still makes big plays. And here we're just doing some emotes. the heavy walks up to the terminal here like he was about to press the button, right? So me and the tactical are just kind of goofing off with the emotes, which the emotes were an excellent add to the game, dude. And then the heavy just stares at the terminal. I was like, what are you doing? But boom. Absolute Fall of Atreus completed. What a good operation, dude. Fall of Atreus at Absolute is one of the best experiences in the game right now because the Dreadnought feels like it's actually balanced for the occasion. It's just such a good fight. It's such a good fight. It kind of, I really hope Horde mode is pretty much like that, because that Fall of Atreus on Absolute, definitely try it out. It's definitely difficult, but luckily I had some big heals, big reses, and pretty good melee damage, which was nice. Banner's still very strong. Invigorating Icon's still very strong.